So first of all, congratulations on your debut and a debut win as well. Just how happy are you to kind of get here in a Chiefs shirt and make your debut, make your debut with a win?
Yeah, ecstatic to get out there today. It's a long trek over from Australia, and the girls have been nothing but welcoming into this family. So awesome to get out there today for my first game. Come away with the win. It was wet, it was heavy, but it was a good day.
Obviously, conditions a bit different from what you're used to over in Australia. So just how have you found adapting to that today?
Yeah, I think the first thing is just staying warm. You don't really feel your fingers or your toes out here, but ground's a bit heavier as well, so it makes things a little bit slower. So everything tightens up. That collision's nice and heavy. So being a forward kind of game that we love, but yeah, it's that little bit of adjustment.
And when did you kind of get over to England? To kind of how long have you been over here settling in?
Yeah, so post World Cup had a couple of weeks off, about 4 weeks off. So joined the Chiefs girls down in Exeter, start of December. Had a few good weeks training, a little bit of a break over the festive season, and straight back into it.
Christmas in England, a bit different to what you used to as well?
Yeah, there was definitely no prawns at the beach, but it was really good. As I said, everyone's super welcoming over here, so I managed to find a family away from home and had some really good time.
And obviously Laurie and other Australians here with you. How nice it to kind of have a little bit of familiarity as well.
Yeah, it always helps, I think, being on the other side of the world. Lucky to have Laurie. I've got Hallie Derrera, who's also from back home. And when I was over in New Zealand start of the year playing Super O-Picky, I was fortunate enough to play with Liv McGovern. So a little bit of a family over here from down south, and making a new one while we're here.
Now, short turnaround for next week now to face Saracens. So just what's important to kind of learn from this game, taking into that one against a very strong side?
Yeah, so shortened week next week. Sarries on Saturday, and we know that's going to be a tough game. I think takeaways coming out of this weekend is just going to be getting our recovery right first off tomorrow, so we're back into it on Tuesday, and then just tightening some of that stuff up that we want to execute. So getting our calls right, getting that ball security nice and clean over the ruck, and hopefully coming away with the same result next weekend.
Perfect. Clara, obviously big win to start 2023. Just how happy are you with that performance?
Yeah, it's good to come up here, get 5 points, but obviously it was a super tough game, pretty muddy conditions, and yeah, Sale really brought it to us, so we're really pleased, and yeah, as you said, a good start to 2023. How
tough is it to kind of adapt to these conditions? Obviously the pitch looked really muddy from the first minute, and then the rain was pouring all through that first half.
Yeah, like obviously it looks quite nice now, but it was, as you said, chucking it down all first half, but it's something that we've practiced and really focused on, is playing to the conditions and playing in the right areas. So for most parts of the game I did think we did that.
And how important do you think a bonus point win might be come the end of the season as well?
Yeah, really important. Like, it's a really tight league, really competitive teams, and literally every point does count. So yeah, we're happy with 5 points on the road.
And short turnaround heading into next week now to play Saracens, defending champion. Just how important is getting a focused week and prep for that?
Yeah, obviously we've got to get our recovery in, and as you said, we've got 6 days till Sarries come to us, but I don't really think we need much to get up for Sarries.
Obviously slightly disappointing start to get the loss for the first game in 2023, but a great performance against a team who's going to do really well in the Brentford this year. So how happy are you with that as a captain?
Super happy. I think the scoreline doesn't even reflect the game either. I think we matched Exeter with our physicality, which is a huge positive. But yeah, little things that we need to work on and improve on going into Bristol next week.
And obviously Bristol also one of the teams up there. Just obviously after the disappointing news before Christmas about the tender, how important is it for your team to kind of fight against these big teams in the league?
I think today, I mean, that showed, the girls are here ready to fight, and, physically we're ready. Tactically we've got a few things to work on, but yeah, we're ready. And, there's nothing to say that we can't beat these big teams that sit at the top of the table regularly.
Is it hard to kind of big the girls up after that kind of disappointing news at the back end of last year?
Can't say it's easy. It's a tough thing to go through and have to stay focused, but this group of girls is special, and that makes everything a lot easier. These girls are motivated and they're proud to represent Sale, and I think that just sums it up today, that this is just the start of the year for us. So yeah. And
on a more positive note, obviously plenty of USA teammates playing with you and against you today. How nice was that to kind of see all the girls again?
Yeah, it's lovely. I mean, and again, USA is a really special group of girls, so not so fun playing against some of them, but yeah, again, I think we matched them, but yeah, really good. Nice to see everyone again.
And how tough is it to play against Kate Zachary instead of having her on your team?
Oh, not that tough. No, I'm joking. She's a great player, but yeah, again, I think we did really well to keep those key players out. And like you said, Kate Zach is a game changer, so I think defensively today we did a great job at keeping them out of the game and staying focused.